Hello. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the streams that we stream all the time. In fact, the ones that we stream all the time. We're always doing that. We're doing that all the time. How's it going? Tom, Wheatley, Cyan, Red Rocks, Orion, hello. Dan Animated, Donna Frost, hi guys. Hello, Mia, Benji, Mira, Bartle, Malco, Proxy. Are you passing by or just hanging around? I am doing both. That's how we do it. Oh, hey, No Tables, what's up, dude? Guys, No Tables is here. The legend. I should watch Murder Drones today. That would be crazy. You're like a deeper voice version of Max. Honestly, I could see that. Max's voice is pretty deep. It's deeper. It's deepish. Yeah, it's all right. Yeah. Luke ass, how's it going? I swear, if your name is Lucas S, and then you just happen to be called Luke S, that'd be hilarious. But welcome. I like your name. It's a good name. A Dillon for each monitor, such as the life of an editor. Sloth, the MVP editor, by the way, guys. If you guys don't know Sloth is MVP, absolutely, and is currently editing a video for the channel. So that's gotta be an immersive experience. Imagine watching Murder Drones today, like the entire series. Like, I don't know how that would be. I think that would be somewhat illegal, even though it's on YouTube. It's like, can I watch that on stream? It feels weird. I feel like they should be getting the views, not me. But today, if you guys are curious, we're gonna be watching some stuff that you guys send me, because I don't have a plan. I don't have like an agenda today, which is rare, but that's why I'm here. It's like you're doing a reaction stream. It's fine. What? No, crazy. I'm not doing any of that. Too many people do reactions at Murder Drones. That's fair. That's probably fine then. Have you watched Kengan Ashura? No, I haven't. What's Kengan Ashura? I have no idea. Guys, just so you know, I have not consumed media in a long time. I legitimately do not have... I'm not updated on like that much. To be fair, a lot of times I'll be like... I'll see like a really cool trailer. Like, for example, the Arcane... I haven't seen the Arcane trailer yet. And that's partially because I'm like, I should probably watch this on stream. So I have no idea what a lot of things look like. I don't watch things. I haven't seen things. It's partially because we got to do some reactions today, but also like, just in general, I'm like, I don't really have time to watch this or what have you. But yeah, I always say I'm gonna watch it later, and I never do. So this is now your responsibility. This is your fault, guys. Now, if you guys send me stuff, then I can finally be up to date on things. That's pretty much that's why I'm here. I need you guys to send me stuff, because I can't keep up with life. It's too hard. Question: what are the reactions on self-made stuff? What are the restrictions on self-made stuff? We're not currently reacting to self-made stuff, but I do have plans on bringing the Professor Goo review stuff back, and we're gonna be talking about that probably, honestly, maybe later this week or next week. Which, by the way, overall, I'm hoping that I can start streaming more often. So this might become a regular format if we like it. I'm thinking, you know, maybe I'll come back on Wednesday and talk to you guys for a bit, so you guys can actually send me more stuff and keep me up to date again. You should watch a video called Skeletor Really Hates the Bungie Layoffs. Oh no. Average media consumer versus content creator. Yeah, pretty much late. That's yeah. For the longest time, I remember when you guys remember when I made Minecraft videos? Anybody remember that? Crazy. That was 8 years ago. But I remember my friends would have a Minecraft server and they're like, you should play Minecraft. You should play Minecraft. And I was like, sorry, I got a video I gotta make. It's like, I gotta finish it up. And they're like, SMH doesn't play Minecraft, only makes Minecraft videos. Yeah. Register to me as 3D. I'll watch that one for sure today, honestly. That one is amazing. Oh, God. Oh, yeah, Drunken Boxing. Red Rocks, that was an old one. With the Professor Goose stuff, can we submit indie studio NMs? Yeah, Benji, I'm actually curious what you mean by that. Like, indie studio, like your own indie studio, like multiple people's works put together kind of thing? Sino vs Sethos, is that a new Genshin cinematic? I actually haven't. Oh wait, no, is that an anime? Is that a fan animation? Maxo's kidding at me. Maxo, give Benji back. Naruto Ninja Storm Ultimate, specifically team ones. Oh, specifically team ones. That's a fun one. Naruto Ninja Storm. You know, I'll be honest, guys. I really wanted to do Naruto Ninja Storm because there's so many great ones. But the problem is that there's so many great ones. So the issue is that I was about to do a Ninja Storm one. And I was like, there's I think 200 characters or some shit. I don't know. It's crazy. It's absolutely insane. And I was like, I'm not doing this. This is gonna take like 5 hours, if not more. And I gave up. But if there's a way for us to narrow down, there we go. If there's a way for us to narrow down the ones that we actually react to, that would be an interesting video, honestly. Yeah. I watched the first minute and you're right, it looks great for 2D. No, it's 3D. Oh yeah, 2D. Yeah, okay, I got you, Malcolm. Yeah, you corrected yourself. We're good. Yeah, that one is amazing, and we're gonna watch it today for sure because it is actually insane. Stick fight animations. Oh, stick fight animations would be fun. Oh, that'd be fun. I got a lot of friends' animations I could react to. That'd be hilarious. Oh, Fate Trigger. That's right, Fate Trigger, the Novita. Okay, we're gonna check that out. That'd be awesome. Yeah, CC2 has been amazing. Every character has 5 specials. Yeah, that's another reason why I was like, I can't do this. This is too much. You can make 2 parts. I mean, you could make 2 parts. That's true. I've never really known how to separate that out. Cat shit 1. What the fuck is that? There's a fan Zelda series called A Hero's Purpose that was really well done. Episode 5. There's so many episodes. My God. Take a look at that as well. Sino vs Sethos and Capitano versus Mavuika are like the best Genshin 1v1 cutscenes. No way. It's official? Okay, I'm down to watch those. That would be pretty cool. Yakuza heat actions? Oh, interesting. I haven't seen a lot of Yakuza fight scenes, actually. Don't make me spend 90 hours in a video game. Exactly, yeah. Apocalypse Meow. Any news on Goo Engine with Blender 4.2 Plus? Yes, there is some news for it, but I want to make a video to announce everything, so I won't say anything yet. But we've got a lot of things that are in the works. But it's like it's a big announcement, technically. Yeah, we're working real hard on getting stuff working for 4.2 and beyond. It's not easy. Oh, Dawn of Eclipse. That's right. Dawn of Eclipse was crazy. Dawn of Eclipse is an interesting one because it's a student film. It's absolutely incredible. What's interesting about that one is like it's mostly effects work and shader work. The animation work is decent, but it's minimal. So it's kind of it's a very interesting case study. Yeah. Oh, the Blender update inevitably breaks our shaders. Does it break your shaders? What I mean, we didn't. The only shaders that the only time it should have broken, I think, is when it goes from when we went from 3.6 or whatever to 4.0, and that because we had refactored some of the things. I think after that it was fine, right? 4.1 was fine. 4.0 was Anyway, 4.1 has been a little bit iffy for us, though, to be fair. Hey, Spool Wool, how's it going? I like your ZZZ breakdown video. Any advice for things to pay attention to when learning to do animation style fight choreography? When you say pay attention, do you mean watching or do you mean doing? Body Infest, yeah. I'll be sure to apologize to Body Infest. Astral Express and Archon versus Aventurine. Oh, Aventurine, that's the Archon versus Aventurine. Is that the 2D animated one from Honkai? That one was crazy too. I watched that one. That was amazing. Hachina and Walani. Oh, there's so many. There's so many. Hachina. Hello, Espen. Welcome. Wow. Maleni. What? Who are these people? don't know. God level individuals? Jeez, how have I not seen these cutscenes yet? That's crazy, actually. That sounds awesome. Oh, things to keep in mind when getting started with fights, I guess. Flow. Flow is the most important thing when it comes to stylized fights. So if you want to deeply understand fight scenes, you need to understand flow. Flow is a very abstract concept. It refers to a lot of things at once. So it's hard to explain, but like the biggest thing, first of all, is like, do you have a reasonable flow of moves, right? Like choreography. You attack, you block, you block, you attack, you parry, you attack, you block, you attack, you parry, you attack. Everything needs to flow together that way so that it doesn't like have like a random attack that comes out of nowhere that goes against the flow. That has a lot to do with like a center of gravity, like body mass, like momentum. You don't want the momentum to ever like work against itself. You always want it to like work with itself, even as you're redirecting attacks and all these things. Like that's a big thing. You want to make sure all the momentum makes sense. So it needs to have flow with momentum. You should be able to draw the arcs of the momentum throughout the fight. And then in addition to that, you also have screen space momentum. So we've talked about this before where you have world space and screen space physics. The screen space momentum will be the arcs that you draw in screen space, and that is compositional flow. So that's where you're like, okay, if it goes from like bottom right to top left, like that flow is going to be a big part of the energy that you feel as well. And so you try to cater all these things into a fight scene to be as stylized as possible. That's really what you want. Yeah. But it's pretty abstract, and honestly, it has a lot to do with just the experience that you get from making stuff. You'll be able to see those things a lot more clearly. It's not easy to explain, even if I were to demonstrate it. It's really something you have to feel through the experience of understanding like momentum, screen space momentum, world space momentum, and then general choreography stuff. Speaking of flow and fights, is it good to break them if one of them is blinking or TPing around? Yes and no. You don't actually break flow when you teleport. So like yes, if you TP around, you have to compensate. So the way it works is like, let's say like you fly super fast, like woo, right? And then you teleport to like a different location in the middle of that momentum, so that momentum doesn't transfer anywhere. But when you teleport, if you don't have a proper amount of what we'll call like attention to the aftermath of that teleport, where you like slow down time to make up for the lost time, then your audience doesn't have time to catch up, and that's part of the flow, right? You have to have the flow, I guess, of time flow, where it also hooks into the momentum of how that character is moving. So if the character is implied to be teleporting, they're also implied to have a lot of speed and a lot of momentum. Like that's kind of how it registers in our human brains. And so that speed gets put into the flow via either slow-mos or via anticipation in the next move. Like that's actually how you balance it out. So you actually do have to compensate for it. You can't just ignore it just because it's teleported, but you can break it for a time as long as you compensate for it. So that, I think that probably answers the question. Hopefully. Orion was cooking early today. Yeah, Orion is crazy, dude. Absolutely insane. Newer Genshin cutscenes have locked in harder. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. Fighting is like a dance. Oh yeah, no, 100%, 100%. Dancing is probably more important than like. Whoa, Whitley Weasel, thanks for the gifted sub. Dr. Asianish, welcome. Dancing is actually closer to fight choreography than actual fighting is. I know that sounds crazy, but like, yeah, like I'm a dancer. I'm a dance choreographer. I did that for a long time. I did a little bit of kung fu, but like I have way more dance experience than I do kung fu experience. And like at the end of the day, I would say the dance choreography experience, I think is fundamentally more important than the kung fu experience, because the kung fu experience is good. It's really, really good for understanding like posture and everything, good balance and all those other things, but like it's not different necessarily than the dance stuff. Like you can research a lot of the kung fu moves and stuff like that. Like you don't have to know how to do a backflip to animate a backflip, but you do have to know how to choreograph to choose when to do that backflip. That's kind of how it goes. Dylan, I was having lunch with one of your animators a few months ago talking about ZZZ, and literally the next day you dropped the Ellen short. They said that's why they only knew about Ellen. That is hilarious. That's hilarious. Which animator did you have lunch with? That's crazy. All right, guys. I think we got enough to watch today. We're gonna watch a couple things. I'm gonna get started here. We're gonna watch. Probably we'll only have time to do like 3 or 4 of these. Let's see which ones. New Frame Plus? Yeah, New Frame Plus is great. I haven't watched a lot of their stuff in a while, but their video essays are fantastic. Fall Kill the 5 Elements? Yeah, I think I watched. I don't know if I watched that exact. Oh my god! Oh. Let's go, Pixie Core. Hey, thanks for the raid. Hey, welcome, guys. Welcome. Oh, Mel, that's awesome. Oh, Mel's fantastic. Yeah. But yeah, Keo, thanks for the bits, and also I hope you're learning a lot. Yeah, I mean the course is fun. I had a lot of fun making it, and I hope you enjoy the rig as well. Abby's great. Abby's a great rig. Who do I credit if I use Abby in a short animation test on ArtStation? You can credit Art Gun. The Art Gun did an amazing job with the concept and model, and Saranan did the rig. But you can also credit Dillon Goo Studios. But I do recommend crediting the individual artists as well if you can. No worries, Pixie. Have fun at work. Good luck. Good luck. Yeah. We'll keep these on a list for the future. For the future. Is it cool if I recommend a really short trailer to watch? It's about 2 minutes long, but it's really good. Sure, why not? We'll add that in too. The Emily rig is great too. Yes. I hope you like that one. Yeah, I love the Emily rig as well. Ruki did a fantastic job with her. Diali, welcome. Oh my god, it's the DEA. Everybody run. Yeah, the Genshin cutscenes we'll probably group for another time. That's a good idea. I'm gonna look at Fate Trigger. That's one I want to see. Let's see. Go to YouTube. Nope, that's wrong. Fate Trigger Novita trailer? Cinematic trailer? Okay. Cool. Cool. We're getting there. We have begun. So this is one. I also want to do Shadow. The Shadow one. The Shadow one's amazing. Shadow Dark Beginnings. Is this for a game, by the way? I don't even know. Wait, episode 1? No fucking way. They're gonna do more episodes? Oh, it's for Generations? Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Gotta do that one next. What's that in Magna? Magna. Longtime lurker, love your work. Is there a place to ask about commissions from your community? I think we technically used to have one. I don't know if we have one now. No, we never really officially did. But there is a freelancer's tag on the Discord that you can tag, technically. War Thunder, the battle is on. Okay. Interesting. 12 million views. Holy Jesus. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. The Caesar character demo. Where's Caesar from? Is that Genshin? Or who's Caesar? Caesar Salad? Dr. Bro's here. Hey. Yeah. Yeah, it's the Blender one. Oh, ZZZ. Okay, cool. I'll add it to the list. I don't know if we'll watch it today, but I shall add it to the list. What's a hero's purpose? Where did I get that from? I wrote it down. I don't know what it is. A hero's purpose. Dawn of Eclipse. We could watch Dawn of Eclipse today too. I'm gonna group these Genshin ones together. So this is Genshin cutscenes. Oh, Zelda fan animation. There we go. Thank you. I like how no one suggested Skibbity Toilet yet. That's good. It's very good. We got War Thunder here. Who disengage? Well, now that you said it. As long as nobody thought of it. Alright, cool. I think we're ready to go. So skippity. All right. Are you guys ready? Is it time? Is it time? Let's see. All right. This one or this one? This one? So I feel like this one better, right? The official cinematic. It's only 3 days ago. That's crazy. What is this? It's a game? Damn, that looks sick. Oh, God. All right. Okay. You guys ready? Actually, I want to watch this one first. Let's watch this one first. Okay. Here we go. Wait, should be smaller. No, bigger's good. All right, here we go.
From the second it takes off, you're inside. It's a key.
Is it Russian? Wait, hang on. Wait, do I have Russian subtitles? Russian? Okay, cool. We're good.
It's a cage, you see. You know, your eyeballs freeze up at that altitude, at 20,000 feet. The electrics keep you alive, the wires, the cables. And then the flak comes in, thick and heavy.
Damn. Damn.
You won't get out. Not when it dives at 300 knots. There's a beast deep inside you. It will not die. It will fight back.
Oh, shit. He's Tracer from Overwatch. Damn. Holy shit. Damn, this is pretty sick. How are they not crashing into each other? That's crazy. Okay, hang on. Let me take a look at this.
You know, you're
a couple things I immediately love about this trailer.
Takes off, you're inside. It's a cage, you see. You know,
I like that they showed the face at the beginning. This is a really interesting choice, right? From a directing perspective. At the very beginning, you assume that it might just be inanimate objects, right? Like it's just a bunch of inanimate objects for a while. They could have gotten away with that, but
inside.
At the beginning, they show a human face in the third shot. This sets up the expectations that you're actually going to see some human story in this video, which is kind of cool. I think that's nice.
A cage, you see. You know,
this right here is such a cool attention to detail. I just love the look at those spikes, dude. They're all bending on this belt. They're all bending perfectly. Like look how, I don't know how they rigged that. Like that's crazy to me. I think they probably had some sort of procedural rig set up where, you know, they could actually push them down and it would automatically bend, because that would be crazy to animate by hand. It's a really, really cool way to showcase, like, not just the weight of it, but also the mechanics of how, like, just tanks move in general. This is really awesome. Damn.
You know, your eyeballs freeze up at that altitude, at 20,000 feet. The electrics.
That's another cool thing, is they show the G-force simulator. But they haven't shown any planes really until that point. They only shown tanks first.
You see.
So it's like,
you know, your eyeballs freeze up.
They show this, of course, but it's literally just like
20,000 feet.
By the way, there's also going to be planes soon. They don't show planes yet.
The electrics.
They're literally building your expectations as you go, which is cool.
Alive, the wires, the cables, and then the flak comes in, thick and heavy.
And guns. And now they're gonna play.
You won't get out. Not when it dives at 300 knots.
That goes hard. I do, as a small thing, I do wonder if this...
Not when it dives at 300 knots.
If this wing tore off at the right time. At the right pacing. Something feels a little bit off about this wing tearing off. I think it's because it should be faster. Like, I think it should be a lot faster. Like, I'm thinking like honestly, this is small gripe, but because of how fast it's going, I feel like the wing should probably already be off screen by this point. Like it should be like, you ever drop like a, I don't know, like a piece of paper or something accidentally outside of your car window, and like the wind just like blows it immediately away? Like that's kind of how I feel like this would go, except way faster, because I mean it's going at an incredibly high speed, flying through terminal velocity probably. Like I think it just flies off a little bit too softly. I think it could be a little bit more violent there. Yeah. It has multiple ribs. Yeah, that's true. But I mean, I think even so, like that's fine. But I'm saying after it disconnects, like see like right here, the distance that's being traveled between these 2 points should be much higher, because it should reach terminal velocity like much faster in theory. Like this would go from here as soon as it breaks off. In the air, it should be here already. Like that should be where it is. Just based on like, you know, time. And then it kind of doesn't travel that much here either. So that's a small thing. It could be a little bit like rip, and then just fly off the thing. But it looks a little bit too soft. Also, do they like shoot out the butt? Is that how that works? I actually don't know. Do planes fart bullets? I was a little confused, I'll be honest. That's hilarious. There's tail gunners. It makes so much sense. But like when I first watched this, I was like, is he falling backward? But no, they just fart bullets. That's fair.
There's a beast deep inside you. It will not die. It will fight back.
This was badass. That was so cool. This is crazy. Just from like a directing perspective, like the story behind this is so good, and it's so simple. And this is my favorite part. This is crazy because it's just like it gives you such a great visual of like the chaos of dogfights, right? So you have like all these planes in the sky. Somehow they're not running into each other and like crashing into each other, and they're all trying to kill each other, which is crazy. It's absolutely insane. I mean, just like look at these tangents here. Like look the wings here, like barely, like it's already like touching this guy's wings here. You know, like it looks like it's gonna crash, but the distance is like, you know, fine. And then like it goes over here, and then it goes over this guy's wing. It's like in 2D space, it just feels like everyone's crashing, and it's such a nice touch of chaos in like an otherwise organized scene, which is kind of cool. Yeah. I think it's cool. It does a good job making it feel chaotic, which is probably what the game feels like, I assume. Yeah. Bullet farts. Honestly, that was pretty sick. I did like that one a lot. That was good. War Thunder, I haven't played War Thunder, but I imagine the gameplay is kind of like that, where it has like quite a few people in one go, and you have to like fight each other to an nth degree. But who knows? Who knows? Not me. Hey, Quincy's back. Hey, how's it going? All right. You guys ready for this one? Oh boy. Oh boy. I don't know what to expect for this. It's 2 minutes. We can watch the other one too. I think the other one had a lot of views as well. So I'm kind of curious to watch both of these. All right, you guys ready? I don't know anything about Fate Trigger. Has anybody heard much about Fate Trigger? Hey, Patreon, thanks, Quincy. Appreciate that. Okay. Cool. All right, then we're all going into this blind. This is good. Okay, here we go. Where send? Oh, just like tell me. Daryl, yeah, we're just having the chat, just like send stuff. All right, here we go. Whoa. Oh, okay. Left. Real quick, I thought that was 2D. I thought that was 2D for a second. This looks illustrated. That's 3D. It could be puppet animation, but that's no.
2 teams left.
What? Okay, that's 3D for sure. Wait, hang on. Do I have a... There we go. There we go.
The pale blight is spreading. We have to move.
Interesting. Face.
Understood. We'll rendezvous at the ARC.
Oh, wow. This is beautiful. So they have Fresnel on everything, or they have a rim light on everything. Like, that adds a lot. This is something I've seen a lot in, like, honestly, like, Arc Knight and Punching Grey Raven, and also, like, Wuthering Waves. Like, they have a cinematic style very similar to this. So I wonder if it's the same studio doing that. You can see the rim lights there, but also they have, like, a Fresnel on a lot of things. So, like, there's quite a bit of, like, rim light on pretty much everything to really accent the shapes and stuff. Their faces are so clean. Damn. The run was a little light on that one. I'm gonna watch this through. Let's see what else they got. This looks like Fortnite, but with waifus. Oh, she did. Oh, it's a husbando. Omen? Rip. Oh, rip. Oh, she's fine. Oh, he's a wolf. Oh, she saved both of them. I thought she only saved the girl and not the healer. So funny. Whoa. That's so pretty. The environments are so pretty. Widowmaker? I saw the jiggle. Whoa. That was a full pose. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's really nice. Damn, they really went all out on this trailer, dude. It looks breathtaking. Wow.
Trial complete. Healing core reactivated.
Whoa. Damn, that was sick. Okay, that was pretty cool. All right, let's talk about this. It's like Apex, where it's a battle royale hero shooter. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
2 teams left.
Okay.
The pale blight.
The face is interesting. I mean, generally speaking, I think like anime faces can be just a bit flatter. Like they can have just like a little bit more width to them and a little bit less depth to them. It's a small thing that like we prefer to do at our studio that just like makes it stand out a bit more. It doesn't feel as video gamey when you do that, but right now it does feel a little bit 3D.
Light is spreading. We have to move. Understood. We'll rendezvous at the ARC.
But it does make their side views look very good. So fair enough. Honestly, I wish the pacing was a little bit better. Let me talk about this run real quick.
Watch out.
It just feels a little bit light. I think the reason why is because she doesn't stop in a way that has like momentum. So you'll notice here, she's leaning forward the entire time. See that? Like she's still leaning forward, but when she stops, she doesn't lean backwards. So this is actually an interesting thing. Like in order to stop, especially with a lot of forward momentum, you kind of have to lean backwards before you can really stop. Like there should be some sort of like backwards lean here to like have that reverse momentum cancel your initial momentum out. So that would be ideal. And then she can like lean against the wall. Yeah, it's just she's always leaning forward the whole time, and that's honestly one of the biggest reasons why it feels so light. because it was too easy to stop her momentum.
Watch out!
The girl getting out of the car, yeah, that's true, but that's fine. I mean, also her hair is kind of wild. Imagine having hair that long. That's crazy.
All yours.
The effects are gorgeous, dude. Very Valor encoded. That was pretty. He's a wolf. How do they deal with that transformation? I'm curious. Most likely it's a model swap. So if it is, you'll see like an entire we'll probably see like a smoke thing that will like completely cover his face. Let's see. Yeah. There we go. There's one frame where there's no face. You can see the ears already on this frame, so they swap it out in exactly the right moment where they cover the camera. This is the thing, is like doing a transformation thing in 3D is actually really hard. So if you can swap it in one frame, you should swap it in one frame. You just gotta block it just enough. Yeah, that's hilarious. From a directing perspective, this is really unclear because she only had one hand out and one hand reaching, and then you're like, what happened to the other girl? And she comes out with both of them, which is fine, but it's like I was like, damn, she really left the healer to die. She has to heal herself. Oh, wow.
There's no escape.
I wish there was a little bit of time to relax. The directing wise, that wasn't like, it was like too much for me to be like, oh, another stimulus. Like a little, just a couple more frames before this came in would have been nice. Maybe a camera move towards it too would have been nice. It's a little too passive there.
There's no escape.
Oh, you guys know what you know would be good right here? Some anticipation. So right here, if when he was like trying to slice them at the bottom, this is fine, but it would have been better if he actually maintained his like what's the word? His drawback, his wind up. There we go. If he maintained his wind up all the way up to here and didn't slice into the last minute, it actually would have been a little bit more satisfying. Because he has this pose in the middle, it's got like an interpolation to it that doesn't feel supernatural. And it would have been better if he like kept that pose. And then did that. Small thing, but you know, a fun time. Whoa, you guys see that? Wait, how is this? She bounces, hang on, she bounces down, and then she like lands perfectly. I wish bodies were that bouncy. Yeah, unfortunately that's not physically possible. Our bodies are too like meaty, so they would actually absorb most of that bounce. So she would be pretty close to the ground here still, and she wouldn't be able to lift off that much. But that is pretty cute. I mean, it's a very creative way to do it. Oh, I love this. This is great because the anticipation is so good. Look at that, guys. Anticipation. It could have been slightly stronger, but it's really good. It's really good anticipation. Impact frames. Oh, look at this. So they go black and white, which is an interesting choice. And then they go inverted, which is great. Go black and white again. White. Ooh. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh. Next one. Oh. Actually, this is okay. Oh. That's a good one. Oh, yeah. That was great. I love it. Let's watch that again. That's cool. Actually, honestly, the negative blue works really well, surprisingly. Yeah. Look at that. This is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, let's just talk about the focal length here. This feels beautiful, but also look at the effects. You guys notice the effects is really subtle, but because you don't really notice it, you don't pay attention to it, but the smoke effects going outwards looks really good. This is like a really cool, it's a very good direction to go with something like this when you have not just the action, but the reaction, as Newton says. This is the shockwave from the impact that she would have on the ground. It's basically dispersing all this energy into the ground because it's the same amount of energy that's required to be exerted on the surface, which is cool. So yeah. Small thing, small gripe here. Like, generally speaking, like when people like lean on stuff like this, there's no weight to her at the moment. It'd be nice if there was a little bit of weight, but it'd be pretty hard for her to walk. So this is a hard shot. This is a really hard shot to do. But in theory, like she should be a little bit lower, you know, like more like this, and like actually kind of weighing her down just a little bit. Like that would be a bit more believable. But this is a very, very difficult movement to get right as an animator, because you're dealing with not just one person's cog now, but you're dealing with two people's cogs, cog being center of gravity. And like you have to have this person like weigh this person down, and that has to be balanced with like basically like a three-legged race thing going on. That's like it's really, really hard to balance. But if you can do it right, then like it would feel really good. I highly doubt they had the time to do that. Although this girl doesn't run. This is funny. This is I feel like, oh man, this is like a moment where you feel like maybe the director was like, okay, these girls are gonna walk, and then this girl is gonna run next to them, but not run past them. She has to run at exactly the same speed, but she has to run. This is like, I can totally see the director being like, oh no, like she needs to be running. She has to be running. She has to look like she's in a hurry, but she can't go past them. And the animator's like, huh? Because like, honestly, yeah, like you can't run if you're also walking next to people who are injured. Like that's crazy. But I can, yeah, I can understand the director's intentions, because like she does need to run to make it feel urgent, but then like they can't run. Damn, that's tough. So you can see here, she's running here, but she takes like the smallest step. You see that? Like she's like, I'm gonna jump and I'm gonna run like half a foot. So that is pretty unnatural, and I don't think that's the animator's fault. I think it's honestly a directing thing, and I don't blame the director either. It does look better. It's just like there might have been a better choice there somewhere. I don't know. Couldn't she return fire or something, kind of like guarding them? Yeah, exactly. Like there's from a directing perspective, there's a different move she could have done to represent that urgency, most likely. But instead they chose the running thing, which isn't, it's you know, it does achieve kind of that idea, but it sacrifices animation integrity. Yeah. Fun. An orbital strike? That's crazy. Oh, wow.
Trial complete.
She looks cool. I wish we got to see more of her. Yeah, that's sick though, honestly. I think the game might be pretty good. Let's watch this one next. Thoughts on how the different impact frames were done on the laser? I do have some thoughts. I think generally speaking, the drawn ones were the best ones. I do think the negative was pretty good. It was an interesting choice that worked really well. It's also like one of the more lazy methods. Ideally, you do that by hand, but I don't think they had a lot of time to do that. So a lot of it was just like manipulating the existing image. And for that, I would say it worked pretty well, honestly. Yeah. All right. Announcement trailer. That's gorgeous. Okay, that's very jiggly. Is this gameplay? There's a lot of physics going on here, I'll tell you that much. This looks a lot more like gameplay. This is actually really cool. Oh, hey! Whoa, that was sick. Wait, what? Bro, I love that. What the hell?
The digital frontier at my fingertips.
Damn. Damn, that looks really good.
Lights off.
Okay, that's a little.
Oh, I do apologize.
Wait, do they have finishers in the game? Wait, I'm so confused. These animations look so good.
Time to walk the clouds.
Okay. All right, I see. I can see their target audience now.
One with the waves. I can feel the rhythm of your heart.
Whoa.
Burn to ashes.
That's cool. I want to know where these animations are in the game. Like, are they like pure select things or like highlight intros or something? That's cool. That's cool. What? You can have flying cars? Bro. Okay, I'll be honest. This game looks pretty cool. It looks pretty fun. Damn. The butt. What? What? That's so cool. Wait, that's... Damn. Like, the animation was honestly, like, really good in this trailer, actually. Huh, interesting. Very interesting. All the Genshin VAs? No way. Is it really? When does this come out anyway? It's closed alpha right now? Damn, that's so early. It's so early. Zemnos PUBG? Yeah, guys, there was a lot of jiggles. That was a...
Lights off.
Look at the most replayed.
Lights off.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. That's too much, guys. That's too much. I mean, okay, look, I say it's too much, but let's be real. It clearly works. If I were to critique this though, if I were to look at this. Guys, notice how the jiggle no, I'm not gonna talk about it. We can't look at it too closely. That's bad for us. All right, let's take a look at this. Let's see what's... I want to talk about what they did well, because they actually did some really good stuff here. I really like the walk animation at the beginning. Feels good. They did a good job with that. This could have been a little bit better as a small thing, but like this pose, I think could have been slightly more exaggerated. Like if her arm was like raised up like this or something, you know, that already looks a lot better. It's a nicer silhouette, doesn't get blocked by this guy. If this arm was more like this, you know, so it feels more like she's being dragged by the upper arm and makes her forearm have a little bit of like drag to it, that would have been really good too. Small things like that could have improved the pose, but it's a small thing. Otherwise, it's fine. That's cool. Like this animation is like pretty satisfying. Like if you look at the screen space physics for this is what's cool about it. So like look, I love this right here. So as she's coming in, she's constantly just slightly moving downwards in screen space. You notice that? That's a really satisfying like movement. So you got to get the feeling that she's moving closer to the camera. So you're starting from here specifically. That feels really good. Like that feels really good. The screen space physics are nice because not only does it go down, but then it also goes around. Like she's spinning in that direction. So it complements the world space physics pretty well, even though the world space physics is pretty simple, like down and spin. But the screen space physics allows that to be accentuated, and it feels good. It's really nice. Gameplay. Oh, dude, guys, this is crazy. Look at this. I love this. Where is this? Is this in the game? Like, bro, I want to see this animation in the game. This is cool. So this is such a great pose. I mean, look at this pose. That's insane. It's so dynamic. I mean, look at this foot. Look at that. That's some nice focal length right there. That's really, really good. Right? And then she has such great anticipation just into her dash here. Like that, her lean forward here. Notice how her head goes below her hand. See that? That makes it feel really, really like intentional and really charged up, if that makes sense. So even though she's not leaning forward that much more, because her head goes under her arm, that makes it feel like she's about to like burst forward. Which, if I'm not mistaken, comes in the next few frames. Look at that. Oh, look at that pose, guys. This is gorgeous. That is amazing. That's actually amazing. I love this pose. That's so good. Look at the focal length. Look at the focal length there. Oh. So good. And as a small little bonus, she changes screen position. Look at this. Look at this. The camera actually goes across her beam. That's actually such a cool attention to detail. There's a small gap here and it crosses. And this actually feels so good. It's actually really, really cool. I wish it had some purpose because like, unfortunately, like they're just on this side of her now, which is a little weird, but it's good. It's really good. Her focal length looks different from the background. Honestly, I don't think it is. I think it's the same. Well, maybe. No, I think you're right, actually.
Let there be light.
Yeah, like that was crazy too. Did you guys see that? That's gorgeous. And then right here. Wait, hang on. That is beautiful. Look at this. Oh, look at that. Did you guys notice the camera rotated too? Look. Boom. Camera rotation. Starts less stable. Becomes more stable as her foot lands. That's really cool. When you have the camera slightly tilted, you have that lack of stability in the viewer's mind. And then as the camera starts to be more righted or more stable, you feel more stable. And so this gives you a bit of stability to synchronize with her movements, which also gives her a bit of stability. It's so subtle. It's so subtle, but it works really well.
Let there be light.
That's cool.
The digital
So cute.
frontier at my fingertips.
This was also really good because of the anticipation. Such a small thing, but like if you look at
Fingertips here at my fingertips here.
look how heavy this gun feels. Like see how much drag there is on this gun. This is where the anticipation, the satisfaction comes from. That's actually, it feels good. Like it feels really good.
At my fingertips.
That feels great. Yeah. Also, I just want to see this animation real quick. I like how the joystick itself is moving around. It's like, how the hell are you supposed to play that?
The digital
So funny.
frontier
Feels chaotic,
at
which is
my
good.
fingertips. Lights off.
Look, I'm just to be honest. Like, look, jiggle physics, it was working. It's technically accurate. But if you look at the very last few seconds here, I'm just going to talk about this
Lights off.
because it bothers me. Notice how it just sort of like, it just sort of, I don't know if it like speeds up or if it's like suddenly the arcs change. But like at the very end of that,
Lights off.
the boobs don't work proper. Oh, anyway, we're gonna move on.
Oh, I do apologize.
That's really cool. This is god damn, what the holy shit. Like, where is this in the game? Like, I want to know if this is in the game because the animation's so good. Like, is this a finisher? I assume it's a finisher because I know Apex has finishers, so surely. This walk is gorgeous. This walk is absolutely gorgeous.
Oh, I do apologize.
That was cool. This is a great pose right here. Great pose. This is also a great pose. Jiggling aside. Great pose. Just really good animation there, honestly.
Oh, I do apologize. Time to walk the clouds.
Guys, this is okay. So obviously they're doing this on purpose, but just like as a small thing.
Time to walk the clouds.
The amount, like if you actually were to, if you were to do some calculations here, the slow-mo on the ponytail is like indicative of like how fast it should be moving, you know, in general. If you sped this up, if you sped the slow-mo, the ponytail up to real time, I bet this thing would be like vibrating. If you know what I mean? Like, in order for this to move as slow as it does, but for this to move as much as it does, like this would be like, this is literally just like it's like a 2-second thing. How many iterations has this been jiggling in that amount of time that this ponytail has moved like 2 millimeters, right? Like that's basically, it would be vibrating. It'd be breaking the sound barrier.
Walk the clouds.
I'm just saying, it'd be kind of crazy.
To walk the clouds. I'm one with the waves.
That was cute. That was like mocap though for some reason.
I can feel the rhythm of your heart. Burn to ashes.
I love this. This is really good. It's also really simple, but like it's got a nice arc drawn across the screen, which is nice. Boom.
Burn to ashes.
And it feels nice. It feels like, it also feels like Phoenix and Jet combined. Am I crazy? Anyway, with like an Omen skin. The fire effects are really good. Yeah, this is 2D animated. And the fire effects are gorgeous.
Burn to ashes.
Oh, small thing. Look at this. You guys notice? So because this is 2D animated, it doesn't follow the animation perfectly. So you can actually see the 3D animation is in 24 FPS or 60 or whatever, but the 2D animation is not. You can see that it actually, you see that? It's just clipping through for a second. Yeah, you can do this with Grease Pencil and Blender, yeah, for sure. But this is interesting because I feel like they could have parented it to the hand, which would have been a little bit better. Because they didn't parent it to the hand, it starts to do this jittery thing where it starts like catches up to the hand, like it's a little bit behind and then it catches up. But that means they animated it in screen space. So it might not even exist in 3D. It's possible. And they might have comped it in together with the 3D plate, most likely. Yeah, you can parent Grease Pencil to a mesh, absolutely. Yeah, you can. We do that all the time. It's really nice. Wait, hang on. Do you think there's jiggle physics in this shot? Because I didn't see any. Yes, there is. Can you spot the jiggle? This is interesting because as a small thing, I don't think this is really a big thing, but the I love how her eyes have the Pixar blink. They're like open at different widths. But the you can tell, you can see the bones in the hair here. You can see like, oh, they only have like a joint here and a joint here. So I bet this is only a two bone chain. Most likely it's just a 2-bone chain there. So you can see that like in Blender it would look like this. They have like these shapes. So it would be something like this. That's what it would look like. Which is obviously fine for a game engine. I think you don't really want too many. But like generally speaking for like film and stuff, like you would want to have a few more bones in that chain just to make sure you can smooth that out. Or use B bones or something. Yeah. It flies! That's so cool. The door fell off. That's hilarious. Oh, it's the butt shot. Guys, look, I'm just saying the camera does a little bit of a zoom in first before it starts to move directions, which is funny. I mean, hey, look, I'm not gonna say that it was a bad decision. Like, it works. You know what I mean? They know the target audience. This is pretty sick though. I want to take a look at the like, wait, did you say horizontal jiggle? No way there's horizontal jiggle on this. There's no way. Hang on. Is there? Oh my god, there is. That is hilarious. If you, as she stops here, oh my god. Yeah, right there, there's horizontal jiggle. You can see it. That's so funny. There should not be horizontal jiggle. It should jiggle up and down. I'm not saying I'm an expert on the matter, but I just feel like physically horizontal jiggle is far less likely to happen. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe, you know what? Maybe I'm wrong. You know what's funny is like there should probably be honestly there should be a face shot here. I wish they did one. They have the wherewithal to have this shot, right? But then they forget to frame the face for this shot, which would have been great, honestly. Like I wish they just framed the face for this shot. Then I'd be like, oh cool, you're just accenting the important parts of the story. but instead it's just ass. I mean, like, hey, again, I'm not saying it's a bad decision. I'm just saying that, you know, I can tell who their target audience is. So this part is cool. I want to see the anti-gravity here. They do a good job at, I think, representing the anti-gravity here. It's like they're standing and they float suddenly. I really like the rabbit girl's animation in particular. Like it's got this gradual float to it, which feels nice. You can see here. Yeah, and then when she's like out of control, she feels pretty well balanced. Oh, and she grabs her little rabbit. Is that what it is? That's what she spins around for. That's so cute. She grabs her rabbit when she spins around. That's such a cute attention to detail. Aw. Look. She grabs him. Oh, come here. The smear on that is crazy. That's cool. It's cute. Yeah, and honestly, this last pose was pretty good too. Like, this is a good pose. Yeah, it's a good pose. Not gonna lie, I might play this game, but I don't have time to play games. How does she spin around? She's got no control for the moment. Well, to be fair, I would say that in this particular moment, there is an implication on the mechanics here, which is that like when you're in the air, you kind of have the ability to fly how you want to. Like there is a certain amount of like magical powers going on in this particular moment. So I think it's forgivable. There's a lot of things here, especially like right here, like obviously they're like shooting themselves upwards and stuff. There's a lot of forces at play that I think it makes sense. It could work. Yeah, that's a good point, Dr. Bro. I can see what you mean. I think like if she were to spin around in this moment without any forces, it would make sense. But to be fair, I think there's a certain amount of upwards force. Like this feels less like anti-gravity and more like there's wind being blown from below. After she's like here, in which case you can actually spin around pretty easily. If you ever go to like those like iFly things, like these indoor skydiving things, there is a certain amount of like upwards force that you can use to spin around if you just like let your left side catch more air than the right side. So that's actually one way you could do it, and that's how I read it at the time. So I don't know if that's exactly what they were going for, to be fair. So you have a good point. It could be that she has no control and therefore she shouldn't be able to spin. But if there was an upwards force that could be used, then it would be easily transferable to one side of the body to do a spin. So it's hard to say. Oh, I do kind of wish she did a screen wipe here, actually. I'm looking at this. she could have gotten a little bit closer to screen. I mean, just if the boobs and the butt were here. I'm not saying that they should be, but honestly, if the screen wipe was here, it would feel just a little bit more like there'd be a little bit more anticipation to this, and it would have felt nicer because she would have gone a little bit further for the arc too, and it would have felt a little bit stronger. It's a small thing. But I mean, they're looking for opportunities to accent boobs and butt. I just feel like they could have done it, but they didn't do it. Anyway, that is Fate Trigger. Honestly, I'm impressed with the announcement trailer. I feel like I'm more impressed with the announcement trailer than I was with the cinematic trailer, because the cinematic trailer had a couple things probably based on the budget and stuff. Like, I feel like they could have done a little bit more with the cinematic trailer, but didn't have necessarily the time to do it. But in the game animations, I'm hoping some of these are in-game animations. They spent a lot of time on it. It really shows. They did a really good job with some of these that I love. Like this one here is gorgeous. Love that one. Love that one. Just like the way she catches herself here too is like really well done. So great job, team. Great job. Really good. And it's very Valorant. This is all 2D animated too, which is really cool. Yeah, lots of 2D assets. Beautiful. KILLTUBE? What's KILLTUBE? Pilot for the feature film. What? Whoa. Kemuri! Kemuri looks sick. Is this... Which one do I watch? There's two of them. They're both about the same length. But one of them's from KILLTUBE Official. First one? Okay, cool. Let's take a look. Interesting. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, it was a
Wait, 2026 Edo period? That doesn't track.
blooded, premeditated murder.
Whoa. What the hell is this, dude? What the? It's 2D? And then it's 3D? And then it's painted? What the hell is going on? What the? Holy shit! Wait, what? No. No, this isn't real, dude. Buh. Wow. Whoa. This is like if overstimulation was a movie. That's what that feels like. What just happened? I show this to a medieval peasant and their eyes will catch fire. Oh. I love how this is my favorite part. What's your favorite part? I mean, yeah, the painted area. I agree. That's crazy. Okay, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, it was a cold-blooded, premeditated murder.
First of all, 3D environment, insane. Just like so much work goes into this 3D environment. This is absolutely insane. So that's crazy.
Premeditated murder.
I mean, must I repeat myself? This is insane. And then this is a fascinating art style. Honestly, if it were me, I wouldn't have started with this one. I think their 3D art style here is the weakest of their multiple art styles. I'll tell you why. Generally speaking, this feels like a video game. Their shading is incredibly basic, so you can kind of see how they have their shading here. This is basically just default shading with a toon shader on it. It doesn't have a whole lot of normal editing. It doesn't have a whole lot of like cleanup. Definitely no draw overs. Like this is really, really basic shading. You can kind of tell because of how blobby it is. This is how I describe like basic toon shading. It's very blobby. It's not, doesn't have like a lot of shape language to it because it's all unintentional shapes. There's no like, you know, focus on like whatever side of the thing you want or whatever, what have you. Like it's just like, oh, whatever shadows happen to happen, they happen. And so it actually gives a pretty weak beginning. Like I actually think that the 3D-ness, like look at every single toe is accented, which is not how people draw it. Like that's definitely very 3D. I can definitely see what they're going for if they want it to read very 3D and have it be very 3D. That's totally fine. And I think it's actually like a really cool art style to lean into when you want something more chaotic. Like this is a really chaotic art style. So that's cool. I just wouldn't have started with it. I think it would have been stronger if they started with a different one. This looks like a video game. Like, it looks like a very cheap kind of Blender animation, right? Like mostly because of the amount of effort that didn't go into the look dev, but what the animation itself is good. I will say that like the effects here are gorgeous, of course. I'm pausing on the pause. This is weird. I didn't pause this, but I did pause this. But I didn't pause it the first time because it was paused in the video. This is hilarious. This is a guy doing the splits. This is so funny. This is great. But what's crazy about this is that they're really leaning into the chaotic art style with the fact that like they have real smoke here. This is real smoke, right? Just a second ago, they had 2D smoke, like, and fire. This is like literally right after the other. It's like 2D smoke, 3D smoke. So cool. I was wondering if they're gonna accent this. Which I say is like honestly, again, a really cool artistic choice. I think they're doing a cool job getting that chaotic art style across. I just wish that they started with a different art style. That face is actually really pretty. So like this is gorgeous. I think they should have started with something like this. Make it feel a little bit more anime, make it feel a little bit more 2D, something that they're comfortable with. This has a lot of intentional shadows, obviously. Like all these shadows are intentional because they're being drawn. You can tell, it feels good. This is 3D, but it's mixed frames, which is kind of interesting. Yeah, and you can tell because again, you got these blobby shadows. These don't really read super well in 2D. Nobody would draw this in 2D, but it looks 2D because of the animation, and the animation is really good. Animation's got that mixed frame style, the Spider-Verse kind of like limited frame style. But yeah. This face is gorgeous though, I have to say. They did a really good job with the face here. This is such a cool use case of 3D though. I love this shot. This shot is slow-mo. You can't do slow-mo at this high FPS with 2D. And they just lean into that so hard. It's kind of crazy how they go specifically to like 2D, to then like 3D, back to 2D, and then 2D again, with 3D again, and then they go into super high frame rate 3D. Because they were going super low frame rate 3D just a second ago, and now they're super high frame rates. That's crazy, dude. They're doing everything. Dude, this is so cool. This is just gorgeous, dude. I don't even know what to say. Look at the smears on this. So because not only is it painted, but also because it's painted in this sort of like, I want to say monochromatic. It's obviously multiple colors, but it's got this monochromatic like theme to it. And they mix in the smears so smoothly because everything's the same color. You can really just like push everything into whatever shape you want. And it's just gorgeous. So these smears that they're adding to the feet and everything are just built into the shapes that they're using to draw the characters, which is, oh, man, I don't even know how to describe how gorgeous that is. Like that is a person. That's a person, guys. that's a person. You can't tell right now, but that's a person. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? Look at these feet. Look at that. Absolutely insane. Yeah, that's insane. What? They have line art on this one? That's crazy. They didn't have line art on the other one. Who are they? What are they doing? Wild. Look again with the smears, but this one's got a smoky style to it because he's like he's like a graffiti artist. That's so cool, dude. Just so much artistry here. Yeah, they got the keep alive too with the strokes here. The strokes are changing every frame? No way. Wait, is that every frame is unique? I don't see a single repeat frame. What? That's crazy. Oh, wow. They really drew all those frames? Man, that's crazy. Insane. My God. Back to the 3D. Here we go. Yeah, that is insane. It could be a Blender shader. Yeah, very true. I agree with that. But I highly doubt it. Mostly because it looks 2D animated. Yeah. I could be wrong about that, to be fair. Let me double check. Yeah, this is all 2D animated for sure. This guy could be 3D. You're right. This guy actually could be 3D. I can see him being 3D. I think he might be with a shader. Yeah. Which is crazy because this is definitely 2D. This is definitely 2D. This might be 3D. It's possible. But it's pretty well blended. So, I mean, hey, props. Props. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Damn. Have you seen Mori Calliope's Go Getters video? No, I haven't. I'm not. But yeah, KILLTUBE, dude. KILLTUBE, I think is gorgeous. I just wish they didn't start with this.
Ladies and gentlemen, it was a premeditated murder.
Because at the end of the day, this is gorgeous, but this is their weakest art style out of all of them. They have really good art styles, and they could have started with a different one. This one's not as strong. If it was 2D, it would have been a bit stronger. And yeah, honestly, I think that hurts the views a little bit. But I think everything else is absolutely gorgeous. Oh, Box Assassin. Is it getting a web series? I didn't realize. I didn't know. I think it got funded, right? That's awesome. Cool. All right. Guys, I think it's time. Oh! Oh boy. I'm going to be gushing about this for a while. That's why I saved it for last. Did I see Blue Samurai? Yeah, of course. Wyatt's been helping us out on comp too with the last two projects. Yeah, Robin helped on it. Yeah, Tony helped on it as well. Pretty sure Cody worked on it too. I think everyone on our team worked on it at some point. Yeah. Yeah, Blue Samurai was great. You guys ready for this? Oh, Cody didn't work on it. Never mind. Never mind, guys. Never mind. At least I don't think I did. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, my VTuber mouth is unstuck now. We're good. Cool. All right, you guys ready? Here we go. Shadow. Ow. Maria. Episode 1, dude. I want to... Oh, God. I can't believe there's going to be more. Have you guys not seen this yet? Anyone who hasn't seen it yet, we're going to watch the whole thing through once. 50 years ago. Damn, Shadow's old.
Shadow! Hurry!
It's crazy.
Hurry! You have to see this!
This does not look 3D.
What's wrong?
This does not look 3D.
Look!
The hair looks a little 3D.
It's lights.
It's the Aurora Borealis.
But other than that, it looks like it could
You
easily
can only
be 2D.
see them from certain latitudes down there.
Crazy.
But up here, we can see the whole
Maria.
Catch her! Oh, I love the slight skating motion that he does there. Oh, so good.
I just pushed it a little.
Her head would definitely have touched the
The low
ground.
gravity here only keeps
Spider-Man
your
rules.
condition in remission. You should know better than to exert yourself.
I know. You're right. But when it comes to the beauty of the earth, I can't help myself. I can't wait for the day
That's a great
when we
side
can
view.
finally return.
I was created here.
I wonder how they do their side views,
I don't
actually.
know if there's a place for me on Earth.
Hmm.
Professor Gerald made me the ultimate life form. I should be the key to all manner of medicines. Curing you.
That mouth shape was gorgeous. Look at that. Look at that mouth shape, guys.
You
Crazy.
and grandfather are doing
We'll talk about
your
that later.
best. I'm just as happy to spend time with you here while you both research.
Oh no. Oh no. That's $1 million gone. Those effects are so pretty. That's all 2D animated for sure. Oh, it's so pretty. Even the sparks are 2D animated. Oh wow. Multiple subjects. That was only one guy.
Was heading towards grandfather's lab. Shadow, you have to save him.
Aria.
I'll handle this. Just wait here.
Wait here in the exploding building? Bro, you better be faster than... Goddamn. You just left her... Bro, she's gonna die! That's crazy. The skating animation looks pretty good. Oh, no. Oh! Oh no! The footwork! Oh! Oh God! Yes! Oh my God! Holy shit! He destroyed the fabric of reality
This isn't right.
and my pants.
This is the Guardian Units of Nations. Prepare to be boarded.
The soldiers. They storm the Ark. Destroy all evidence. But it's too soon. It's happening too quickly.
Damn. How is this 3D, bro? This is insane. So good. Oh, the shadows on his face? What the hell?
Professor, we must...
That's such, dude, that's such a cool directing thing. God, I love that so much. That is so good. The animation's so good, dude. Oh my God. Wow. Look at that. Look at that. Whoa. That's so well done, dude. Like, what a cool effect. They have real volumetrics, but with like custom shadows. Whoa.
That was no mere nightmare.
That was a Chaos Emerald.
And it all began in view of the Ark. Could he have survived? No. That can't be.
I can see some slight 3D shadows on that
answers.
shot. That's so pretty, dude. God. Oh, this can't be 3D. Dude, I cannot believe this is 3D. Honestly, that does not. I wouldn't believe it. I honestly didn't even know that it was 3D until, like, I think I saw on Twitter or something. It's like done in Blender. I was like, there's no way. Okay. This is insane. So let's talk about it. All right. This is insane. Let's talk about it. I never watched a Sonic Unleashed intro, no. Who did Sega hire for this? Apparently a Hong Kong studio that uses Blender. They follow me on Twitter, and I followed them back because they I want their babies. Ah! That's a little poorly timed. Anyway, we're gonna keep looking. Okay, so first of all, foot sliding. At the very beginning, I just want to point this out. Notice how the feet just slide, and nobody cares. It's on twos, and nobody cares. 2D, love it, absolutely love it. This is such a cute little thing. Like, I think it just works really well. This feels super 2D as well. Look at this. Watch.
Shadow!
That does not look 3D, guys. Look at this. You know why it doesn't look 3D? A couple reasons. I'll tell you why it does look 3D. Some things that give it away. Like, this is probably the biggest giveaway. Like, this shadow here doesn't make a lot of sense. Like, most likely there would be no shadows here and it'd just be like a little bit cleaner and stuff. But the reason why it doesn't look 3D anywhere else is because the face doesn't change. It doesn't change. So this is a common tactic. Like, the face doesn't do a lot of huge rotations. It actually stays relatively facing the exact same direction. So it's almost as if you like copy and pasted a frame of the face and just moved it around in 2D space. So they're doing a really good job maintaining that silhouette of the face, and then just moving like the head as a whole. They're not rotating the face more than they have to. This is a really, really big thing with animation in 3D when you're trying to preserve a 2D look. If you can avoid rotating the head, you should avoid rotating the head, because the moment you rotate it, it gives parallax and it gives the impression of 3D. And they are just completely avoiding it here, on top of the mixed frame rate, of course. And it works really well.
Hurry!
Same here. I mean, look at this. She's running, but notice how even though she's moving a lot, her head stays at the exact same angle. It's almost tracked to camera. See that? Like, look at that. It's basically tracked to camera. It's just like staring directly at you. But in motion, it looks fine. Like the body's moving and all that stuff, the head stays exactly the same.
You have to see this!
That's what 2D artists would do, and it reads better too. So you can actually like read her mouth and all these things. Like, it feels so much better.
You have to see this!
And
What's wrong?
The only other thing that really reads as 3D is her hair. Her hair is way too chonky to be in 2D, because in 2D they would not group it together in such a way. 2D is a lot more loose. They kind of move the hair however they want. There is obviously some chunks and strands, but they always try to make it feel a little bit looser. But in 3D, you have to chunk it together because of how rigging works. You can't really have so many strands that it becomes unruly. So that's where it reads a little bit 3D. The hair reads a little bit 3D, and you have these painted shadows on it as well. But still, definitely works, and it definitely reads as 2D overall with the movement and the animation here. See how she like teleports here? That's also a really 2D thing to do, and it works really well. Her hand's also a little bit 3D looking, but that's a small thing. It's like, you see the flatness of her knuckles here? This is a small thing that like happens because of rigging. It's like a weight painting thing. Ideally, you have like sharp knuckles. Like, you're supposed to have like slightly sharp knuckles. When like in real life and also in like 2D, they would usually draw sharper knuckles there. So small thing, you can add corrective shape keys for this. There's a lot of things you can spend more time on to make it perfect, but this is already passable, so it's like whatever. But that's a small thing that it clearly shows that it is 3D, basically.
Nothing! Look!
But one of the crazy, most impressive things, one of the reasons why it doesn't clock 3D immediately, in my opinion, is because of the mouths. The mouths, guys.
Borealis. You can only see them from certain latitudes down there, but up here, we can see the whole...
Watch the mouths, guys.
Maria.
Thank you. I just pushed it a little. That's all.
The low gravity here only keeps your condition in remission.
The mouths are perfect. So the mouths, they always have perfect line art for the most part, which is really good. Like right here, like every time she closes her mouth, it's perfectly got that center bit erased, which is, you know, a little hard to do sometimes with 3D consistently. And then also they just kind of move, like the mouth kind of goes wherever it wants.
That's all.
In whatever shape
The low
it wants.
gravity here only keeps your condition in remission.
I'm 90% sure the mouths are completely hand drawn. I'm pretty sure they're completely hand drawn. Like they are 2D grease pencil mouths. I'm 90% sure they're grease pencil mouths, and they are very well done. Yeah. Did the light in her eyes go out when she started passing out? Yeah, I think so, probably. But that might just be an eyelid thing. Let me double check.
You can only see them from certain latitudes down there, but up here we can see the whole.
Oh yeah, you're right. The light's just gone.
Maria.
Angel, how's it going? Oh, this is a really subtle thing. Oh, wow. Now we're talking about highlights here. The highlight here is on his left, or on screen left, I should say, on his right. So the highlight is on the left, but over here, the highlight is on the right. That's fascinating. They actually have like very conscious control of where the highlights are. Very interesting.
Thank you.
Wonder what they're.
I just pushed.
Wonder how
it a
they're
little.
making that decision. That's cool.
all.
The low gravity
And now it's on the left again. Crazy.
here only keeps your condition in remission. You should know better than to exert yourself.
I know. You're right. But when it comes to the beauty of the earth, I can't help myself.
So this is another reason why I think the mouths are drawn in. This is a really difficult angle to get right in 3D for the mouths. Look at that mouth. It's beautiful. It's very 2D looking. Because in 3D, in order to get that like lip line to show up in front of it, it takes a lot of extra effort. Normally you'd have a 3D mouth. This is very clearly a 2D mouth. Like it just isn't properly, like isn't like being cut out of the thing. There's no silhouette. It's just staying with the silhouette of the original mesh, and it has the mouth right there. That's so much easier to do in 2D than in 3D.
Myself. I can't wait for the day when we can finally return.
Yeah, and it transitions so well too. It's just crazy.
I was created here.
And look how extreme too. It's like, you know, if you actually were to think about it, it's like in 3D, how do they get this side profile to work so well? Like think about it, right? Normally the profile would be like, you know, like the mouth would be over here, right? So the mouth is all over here. You can do this with 3D to a degree, especially with his mouth being relatively like solid colored. But like in 2D, they just sort of move the mouth wherever they want. So it's all the way over here to the side, and it works really well.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure it's drawn.
I don't know if there's a place for me.
Guys, did you see that? Look at this. This is crazy. Look at this transition. Hang on. Check this out. Watch. It's on the side, and they keep the mouth visible at this angle, which is wild. And it's still not even on the edge. Like it's still like, oh god, bro. Like he's talking out of the side of his ear. That's hilarious.
I don't know if there's a place for me on Earth. Professor Gerald made me the ultimate life form. I should be the key to all manner of medicines.
Look at that. That's a 2D mouth right there. That's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I mean, honestly, just beautiful. To get this shape, it would just take way too much effort in 3D, in my opinion. It just wouldn't be worth it.
Curing you.
The compositing is also beautiful. Oh yeah, look at that. Screen wipe. That's a cool mouth transition.
Grandfather are doing your best. I'm just as happy to spend time with you here while you both research.
Yeah, I definitely think they're doing some sort of distortion on the face. Actually, let me take a look at this, because I do want to know, like, how are they looking forward here and then looking so good, and then when they turn to the side, their side view still looks so good. Because usually you can't have both. You can't have both a good-looking 3/4 view here and a good-looking side view in anime. It's just practically impossible. You can kind of do it, depends, but like generally speaking, it's really, really hard. I feel like they definitely have some sort of what we're calling camera keys. We have a similar system. So you have a driver where you can have the angle of the camera drive a shape key that pulls the eye back, for example. That definitely feels like what they're doing because it looks too good. It looks too good. Yeah, I think they have to have it, personally. Also, look at this. The mouth is suddenly openable. That's hair in the back. Other than that, like the mouth is actually openable. So it kind of further proves that the previous mouth was definitely like drawn on top. Yeah. Flattening the lattice. They might do the flattening the lattice, but that's actually, it's more of a modeling thing. Yeah. Oh, interesting. You can see the 3D-ness of her model here, actually. So their 3/4 view actually doesn't work super well from this angle. Robot looks so good. Damn. So good. Oh, guys, what are these effects? That's just great 2D artistry, man. That's just absolutely gorgeous, dude. All the decisions that go into this chaotic, like every single frame is different. Like what? Dude, but it still builds on top of each other. That's so cool.
That robot was heading towards Grandfather's lab. Shadow, you have to save him!
Dude, this just doesn't look 3D, man. Obviously the backgrounds look 3D, but the characters, they don't look 3D, bro.
Just wait here. I'll be back. I promise.
So good. So good. That looks really good. Hang on. These are custom drawn shadows on her face. She didn't have those shadows earlier. And her hair looks 2D animated. Yeah, I was gonna say this looks way better than normal. This whole thing is 2D animated. They replaced her. They replaced her. This is not a 3D model anymore, guys. Her eye shape is slightly different. It's more angular. You see that? So like they just replaced her entirely. This is like a more angular eye shape. The brow shadows are perfectly matched with her brows, which wasn't there before. Notice how the strands have a bit more separation now. Like she's got a lot more angularity in general in her body. But like look at her hair. Look at that. Now we have like extra hair strands, extra hair strands, extra hair strands, extra hair strands. This is fully 2D animated. Probably on top of a plate for a 3D model, but like, yeah, they just redrew her face, they redrew everything. This is fully 2D because she doesn't move. It's a single pose. She doesn't move at all, so it's like super easy to do. Yeah, the knuckles exactly. Look how angular the knuckles are. That's like really nice. That angularity in general for all of her stuff is like much more appealing in 2D because they can sort of control all that on the fly. Whereas in 3D, there's like a lot of controls you got to do on top of that to make the angularity be preserved, along with modeling. But this is cool because it's actually really seamless. It does look better than like the rest of the images that I saw earlier. I was like, this is good. This is good. It's decent. I can still kind of tell that there's like this is kind of 3D. Like notice her angularity is not as high, but then suddenly I was like, this looks way too good. I was like, that's crazy. But it actually doesn't look that much better than the 3D stuff, because honestly, the 3D stuff's already really good. So huge props either way. But this looks gorgeous. This is 3D. I wasn't sure. I was like, is this 2D? But this is 3D. And I can only tell because of the shadows on the hands. That's really it. It's just like slightly blobby on the hands. That's the only thing I could. My God, dude, it's actually crazy. Man, that's 2D. This is all 2D. Yeah, they don't have a 3D model for the professor because they don't really animate him that much. Yeah, this is 2D. This might be 3D. Because they definitely have a 3D of the robot. Is this guy 2D? Yeah, that guy's 2D for sure. Okay, let's just talk about this fight, dude. Oh my God. Oh, the footwork. Oh my God. Okay, look at this. I'm just framing through this. Choreography-wise, this is gorgeous. Like, what? What is even happening? Oh, look at the smear, dude. Dude, this is such a gorgeous frame. You could not tell me this is 3D. Look, they even have a bit of squash and stretch here. Look at that. That's insane. Wait. Is that a refraction plane? Is that our refraction plane? No way. No way. No. I don't believe it. Imagine though. Goo engine. God, look at this. This is, what is this shape, dude? So they animated this like a 2D animation, even though they're using 3D. They're doing it in mixed frames. So look, every single pose is so intentional. Like look at the line of action here. Like you can see the curve already before he even starts moving. Like that's just beautiful, dude. They have controls on every single one of the spines. Every single one of these spikes has like the ability to be curved so that the animators can really just push all of his shape language. It's gorgeous. God, the arcs here, incredible. What studio animated this? I believe it is Simage, Simage, I think. Hang on. Studios. They say so at the end. Yeah, S Image. I don't know how you pronounce that. Simage. Simage? I believe it's these guys. Ah! Never mind. Never mind. X.com doesn't want us to go there. Okay. Boy, what, dude? What? This is crazy. Looks like they have a shadow map on his chest fur, which is pretty cool. It looks good from most angles. Oh, hang on. I gotta check out this choreo. So he does... Oh, he got parried there. Dodge, block, block, parry, block, punch. He only does one punch? That's crazy. So that was all blocking. Hang on. Yeah, that feels good, dude. So impactful. No, it's not Wing Chun, I don't think.
This isn't right.
This is the Guardian Units of Nations. Prepare to be boarded.
The soldiers. They storm the Ark. Destroy all evidence.
Literally the only thing is the hand shadows. Like that, I'm like, that's 3D. Everything else could easily be 2D. It's so impressive.
But it's too...
Their line thickness is a little too even. Like I think that's another thing. Like they could have a bit more variance on the line thickness. But other than that, it's really, really convincing.
It's happening too...
They also have these subtle gradients here of the lighting. I think that's done in comp, but I can't tell. It could be in shader. But they have like the subtle gradients for the lighting as well.
Quickly.
It's really cool. Oh, this part is so good, dude. This part is so good. It's also a 2D professor there. So like this is, I was like, oh, the shadows are so good, but that's because it's just 2D animated. It's mostly just a single image, so fair is fair.
Professor, we must...
Such a cool concept, dude. I love that so much. Start skating, Shadow, do it. Oh, I love the reach between like every skate. He has a reach. It feels just really good from an acting perspective. They combine the physics of like having to skate and swing his arms while having to reach at the same time really well. It's convincing. Yeah, this part is so good. Very Valorant. It feels very Valorant. This feels like Valorant's entire aesthetic. Dude, this is such good storytelling. Like, they just told they're like, oh yeah, no, they shot her. She's dead. Like they shot her. This is great storytelling. These are obviously all drawn, I'm pretty sure. Although, hang on. There's depth to our 3D model. Hang on. This might be actually a depth map that they rendered out. Yeah, no, this is 3D. So this is cool. So this is, oh, this is gorgeous. They used a 3D model for this because you can tell the each one of the strands is chunky. So it's got that chunkiness from the 3D model. The reason being is because they wanted to use the depth map of the 3D model to get this hand to be closer, to get the other hand to be a little further away. And they multiplied that depth map, which multiplies on top of the volumetric depth map underneath it for the clouds and stuff. So they're actually using that to figure out like where to to separate out like different aspects of the body. They definitely push the head a little bit closer, a couple things here and there, but like they're taking advantage of that, I think, pretty well. I'm pretty sure that's how they separate out this hand, which looks gorgeous too. They might just be drawing this as well, but like I'm pretty sure they used the 3D model for that. That's cool. Yeah, it could also be 2D cut into pieces, but I'm pretty sure they used the 3D as a base. I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but they also definitely drew over the face for sure. That's cool. This is crazy. Hang on. Each one of these frames looks like it could be 2D. What? Mesh trails. Yeah, I mean, that looks gorgeous. I mean, that's gorgeous. Impact frames, absolutely gorgeous. Custom made, obviously. Oh, that's so good.
That was no mere nightmare. And it all began in view of the Ark.
Okay, there's one shot that I noticed some blobby shadows in the face. I think it's like...
Survived?
I think it was this one, but I can't remember if... It's right here. There we go. I was like... This right here, this slightly blobby. It's just slightly... Now I'm like, oh, okay, that's 3D. I could easily believe this is 3D, but like, no, it's only because the light had to come in that direction. All these things. I think they could have done a slight manipulation of the light here, but like generally speaking, that's what you get when you have the light there. But yeah, that's so good, dude.
That can't be. I need answers.
Oh, look at the glow in the eyes there. This is obviously more of a comp thing, but it looks really good. Also, the eye light is so interesting. Hang on, watch the eye light. This is a fascinating interaction. Right here.
I need answers.
Notice how when he looks down, the eye light doesn't, it's not stuck to the iris. See that? The eye light actually shifts over the iris. I wonder if that's done by hand, because usually in 2D stuff, you just stick it to the iris because it's actually an important part of the character design. But this one just like it kind of drifts. So it makes me think they just really have such a fine control over the eye light that they are moving it by hand whenever they need to, which is crazy.
Yes.
That's so pretty. That's so pretty. Someone just drew a couple scribbles and was like, this is gonna be lightning, and it looks so cool. Yeah. Ah! Sorry, I'm allergic to talent. Oh god. Oh, that was so good, guys. Oh my god. Thank you. Don't bless me, bless them. They've been blessed. Thanks guys, appreciate it. Love it. He's got lightning trail with a speed like in the movies. Yeah, exactly, dude. It's so good. Etho's here. Hey, Ethobot. How's it going, dude? Welcome to the stream. Wait, for where's the talent? Why aren't you always... Bro. Because you guys are around? That's true. That's a good point. I agree, Dr. Bro. Dude, this was so good. Is this not one of the best 3D, 2D animations you guys have ever seen? I've legitimately not seen anything this convincing in a while. Granted, it is Shadow. So, like, it's a little bit easier to get away with it with non-humanoid characters. Like, Shadow is a very stylized character, so you can really, like, make it work without telling all the different imperfections and stuff. Human faces are a little bit harder. So, like, Maria looks fantastic. Honestly, really, really good. But her hair still reads very 3D. So that's like one of the giveaways, more so than Shadow. Like Shadow has like very small giveaways. Like it's just the blobs on his hands and like a couple of angles here and there. But other than that, he might as well be 2D. Maria, her face is gorgeous. Again, I think her mouth is totally 2D. So arguably half her face is 2D, but it's still really well done. It's still well modeled, and it has probably those camera driven shape keys. The hair is the only thing that needs some help. But if they had a couple more human characters in there that was 3D, we might have been able to tell a bit more that like, oh yeah, no, I'm seeing some patterns here that this is definitely 3D. But it's hard to tell. They did such a good job. So shout out to Studio Simage. at Simage. What are they? What? Simage? Studio Simage? What is it? Oh, nope. That's not. I don't know who or what they are. Maybe it's this. Wait, do they have like the website? Take a look at this. That's not at Shadow. What? They do a lot of 3D stuff. A lot of 3D stuff. Oh, wow. Oh, that's 3D. What? That's crazy. That's got to be 2D. That's definitely 2D. Damn. Yeah. Does this website not work? I can't click on anything. Guys, you got to give me your works. What's going on? Are you getting bombarded? Is that why? Bro, this doesn't work. The website doesn't work. But yeah, they're so good. Oh, there we go. I have to refresh. Oh, man. Demo reel? Oh, this is the demo reel that I just watched. Yeah, they're very traditional CG at the beginning, which is definitely more marketable for jobs and stuff, but like that is gorgeous. This is almost definitely 3D. But don't, how can you tell? Slightly blobby shadows. Chunky hair. That's honestly it. The face feels like it's 2D, honestly. It's really well done. But they this is definitely like a vertex line. Like a mesh-based lines that they've actually just modeled in. This hairline is gorgeous, by the way. But yeah, they're this is 3D, but like, damn, it's so good. They also have a slight ambient occlusion going on here, which is kind of interesting. That gives away a little bit. Yeah, slight ambient occlusion. But yeah, it's good. It's pretty. It's really pretty. Whoa. I mean, these are gorgeous too, to be honest. Is this 3D? There's no way. It is. Oh my god, this is 3D. Holy shit. I thought this was 2D. I totally thought this was 2D. Wait, that's incredible. Hang on, go back. That's 3D, guys. But Dylan, how can you tell? There's polygons. Look at the polygons, guys. You can see the polygons in the line work, so they're actually using backface culling for this. I'm pretty sure. Especially here, you can kind of see a little bit of clipping going on here. Like, there's polygons. That's insane, dude. Look at the polygons here. The polygons here. Polygons. What? That's insane. It does help that there's no movement, by the way. Again, a lot of 3D can look very 2D without a lot of movement, but yeah, it's really well done. That's really well done. And that's just backface culling, guys. I think the shadows are custom. I think that's why it looks so good. I think these shadows are drawn on top somewhere. Pretty sure. Yeah. And these shadows as well. I think they're drawing these shadows. That's why it looks so good. Yeah, because there's no way you're gonna get shading that looks that good in complex motion. Yeah, you can see the shadows moving. So you can see the shadows moving on twos. See how it like glitches a little bit? That's because they're drawing it by hand and it takes a lot of work. Yeah. It's definitely the shadows are drawn over, yeah. That's gorgeous. This looks like Cycles, by the way. They definitely use Blender because they talked about it on Twitter, but I just wanted to mention that. Pretty sure this is all Blender cycles. Once again. That's 3D? No way. This is also 3D. That's crazy. No way. This is also 3D. But the mouth is definitely drawn, I'm pretty sure. Again, I think the mouth is totally drawn. Because that mouth shape is way too good. It's just not possible. Yeah. But that's cool. Again, it helps that there's not that much movement. I'm gonna turn on the volume. It helps that there's not that much movement, but you can tell like the hair is really stiff. Like this strand should be moving separate from this strand, but it doesn't. It's because it's rigged together. Obviously polygons again. There's polygons still. You can kind of see them. Like these feel like these angles could be drawn in, but they're just like at that like perfect amount of like imperfect that it feels like it's polygons. There's some slight polygons like here, you can kind of tell occasionally, but it could easily be 2D angularity. It's not like impossible, but like just from what I know about 3D, it clocks as polygons. I don't know how to describe it other than that, but yeah, and the shadows are drawn on as well. That's good. Yeah, you have to be very multi-talented because you have to know 2D and 3D very well to get that kind of look. That's so good. That's gorgeous. So this is like not trying to hide the 3D as much. It's very obvious, but it feels great. It feels really good. That's cute. What? No, that's 2D. That's 2D for sure. No way. That's 100% 2D. Okay. Whew. Okay. We're good. How do I know this is 2D? Honestly, I think it's mostly just from like the simplification of the shapes and far away. You can't do that in 3D very well. And then like see how like notice how his face gets more complicated as you get closer. See how much more detail comes into focus. That's a 2D thing. It's yeah, like he doesn't even have a face far away. Like look how simple these shapes are. And then on top of that, like the amount of deformation that happens as he's like rotating. The face is super imperfect, and it's like very imperfect in the terms of his 3D geometry. So it's 2D. This is all 2D as well. Wait. This looks 3D. This one shot. The other shots look 2D, but am I crazy? Hang on. That's definitely 2D. This looks 3D. But only because it's not that great. Something off about that. That feels 3D. It could be rotoed, that's true, but I don't think so. Huh. The main reason why I think this is 3D is because the shoulders don't lift. The shoulders are way too low. Like, it should be higher. And it feels weird not to do that in 2D. You could just raise it up. Like, this could be rotoed. This one could be rotoed. She only has 2 fingers. I don't know why. It's interesting. This is all 2D, but it's gorgeous. That's 2D as well. That's 3D. That's 3D. That's 2D. So it's really cool to see that they have legitimate experience professionally doing 2D animation as well. And that's where a lot of their expertise comes from. That makes sense, honestly. That makes sense. Final Fantasy Brave Exvius, that makes sense. Also, I just realized I've had my speakers on this whole time. Has the sound been echoing through my mic? Because that'd be so embarrassing. I hope not. Oh, good. The mic has a good enough sound suppression. We're good. Cool. Oh, wait. Let me double check. It is picking up on the mic, though. It might be perfectly synchronized. It might be perfectly synchronized. Oh, well, we'll deal with that later. I think it should be fine, because most likely we'll be watching the same thing on screen anyway. And most of the time when I'm talking, there's no sound, but we'll talk about that later. See if it becomes an issue. Anyway, that's it for today, guys. I've reached my quota. I need to get back to work, but that's my the amount of time I'm allotted to have fun and talk to you guys. We have a lot of other things to watch, though, so this is going to be an interesting exercise of how we actually go through these. But these were amazing. We went through these 3, but we also did an extra one. We did KILLTUBE, so we did 4 today. That was fun. Yeah. Check this out. It's 5 seconds. I don't know. Sounds like a slippery slope. Sounds like a slippery slope. 5 seconds. This is 2 minutes. You lied to me. All right. That's the last time I trust you. We'll never have any more. It's too bad. I can't do it. I'll talk about it for too long. All right, guys. We are going to talk about more stuff probably on Wednesday. So I'm really hoping I can make this more regular. So we're going to try coming back on Wednesday, see if that works. We're going to do another 2-hour stream just talking about stuff. I think in terms of time, I kind of want to do it a little bit earlier than today. Today we did like today we did 11:30 a.m. for me. I'm going to try to do it maybe 2 hours earlier if I can. So that's the goal. So that's our approximate schedule. We'll be back on Wednesday around that time, like 9:30 a.m. ish. But if not, then I'll be there at some point during the day. Any plans on the whole group getting together for a video? Learn a lot from these. Yes. Ah. Four hours earlier than today. 4 hours earlier than right now. Yes. About 4 hours earlier than right now. That's correct. Yeah. I have no idea what GMT is, but yeah, if you guys look up CST 9:30 a.m., that's what it would be. Yeah, 9:30 CST Central. But yeah, the whole group, I do want to have a team stream. We're gonna do a behind the scenes sort of like I think we're just gonna do like a sort of audio commentary, but we might do some sort of reaction based stuff where it'd be kind of fun to just react to our own stuff. But I'm gonna, instead of doing the whole video, I might do clips this time. So we're gonna do something where we get the whole team together. We usually do audio commentaries, but we're gonna try to structure it a little bit better and then make that into a video as well. That'd be cool. So that'll be sometime after October 11th. The reason being is that Ramen is out right now. He's out of town. He's having fun, having the time of his life, taking a break from work, which is great. And we don't want to omit him. We don't want to miss out on having Ramen's commentary. So I want to make sure he gets back before we do the stream. And we're going to do a stream about both Iron Mouse and Genshin Impact. So Progenitor episode 4. We're going to be talking about Progenitor episode 4, specifically, you know, all the things that went to making that. And then Iron Mouse, we're going to be talking about not just the technical aspects of it, but also the creative aspects of doing a music video for the first time. That's been really fun. And yeah, Iron Mouse was great. Did a great job. Yeah. Cool. The other Hoyle Fair stuff. Honestly, we should react to the other Hoyle Fair stuff, huh? Yeah. Oh, episode 3 as well. That's a good point. We never did an episode 3 one, huh? Yeah, I don't mind doing an episode 3 one. That'd be great too. Yeah, we could do that. But we'll see. We'll see. It'd be good to get those first 2 out of the way, and then we'll get episode 3 done. Just because it's more topical. But yeah, we didn't do an episode 3 one, huh? We've been so busy. Guys, we have so many projects. React to Fight at the Museum? That's fair. Honestly, it would be good to do a Hoyle Fair reaction thing, but we'll see. It's a very long festival, and there's so many good things. It'll take me too long to actually do. Wait, I just realized War and Thunder is made by Gaijin Entertainment. It's hilarious. Gaijin means like foreigner, Cantonese or something. I don't know. Anyway, or is it Japanese? I think it's Japanese. Anyway, I'll see you guys on Wednesday. All right, bye guys. Wednesday it is. Wednesday. You guys are gonna be there. Wednesday. Wednesday. Are we gonna rate somebody? Hang on, let me double check. How do I stream? Who's the rating person today? Who's gonna be the one? Who's gonna be the person? Who's gonna be? Who's gonna be? Oxcoxa? I'm following her. She seems pretty cool. Artist. Oh, so many ads. You know what? We'll raid next time. I'll see you guys later. We'll raid on Wednesday when I figure out who to raid. All right, bye guys. See you guys later. So have fun. I hope you guys enjoyed. Bye bye. See you. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.